Welcome to a yin yoga that will target the hips and lower back. We will spend the next little while letting go of built up tension and stress in these areas. Hop on the mat and let's get right into it. Beginning in a child's pose. You can keep the knees together or apart, whatever feels best in your body today. Keep the big toes touching and melt the heart down. Use your next few cycles of breath to come into the body. Let's let go of whatever happened today. Perhaps you'd like to set an intention for your practice. This can be a mantra or even a single word. Now let's take a few breaths together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Make it the biggest breath you've taken all day. And exhale with a sigh. Coming into all fours. Let's set up for our first yin posture. Bring your right knee in front to the center. Left knee goes directly behind the right, and shins fall out to the side. Knees are stacked, and you sit down between your legs. It's our shoelace pose. You may need to place a block under the hips so they don't meet the floor. Feet can be further or closer to your body. See how it feels in each. Now, if this shape doesn't feel accessible to you yet, keep the bottom leg extended out long. Stack the palms under the grounded knee. In either shape, we're getting a deep hip stretch, so find what works for you today. You can stay sitting up tall, or you can begin to fold forward. Head may land on your knees or on a block. Find the variation that works for you today, and then breathe into it. Beautiful job. Press your hands into the floor. Come on up. Untwist the legs And come back to neutral on all fours and back to child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Find some gentle movement if that feels good. That was a deep hip stretch, and I know it can be very challenging to remain in those kinds of poses. I'm right there with you, working through it. All right, let's go to the opposite side. Back to all fours. Left knee center, right knee directly behind the left. You sit the bottom back between the heels. Find your variation on this side. Feet may be closer to the body on this side, might be further away. See what feels best. Maybe you send the bottom leg out straight. Now you can remain upright or fold forward over the legs. No rushing, finding your shape. When you do commit to it, bring the attention back to the breath and let everything else go. Beautiful work. If you're in a forward fold, press into the palms, come back to neutral, unravel, back to all fours, and back into a child's pose when you're ready. Rocking side to side if it feels good. Breathe through anything that has come up for you in this pose. And when you're ready, push back into the palms and make your way back into all fours position. Back flat, abs engaged, wrists under shoulders, hip over knee. Taking a few gentle cat-cows. Inhale, drawing your belly button down, chest shining forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. Imagine you're pulling your belly button up towards your spine. Inhale, arch your back, lifting the head and tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, round, relax the neck. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Setting up for our sleeping swan or pigeon pose. Placing the right leg in front of you, right knee next to the right palm, and right foot on the left side of the mat. Extend your left leg long behind you. You may need to walk the leg out further, take any adjustments you need to find your shape. Noting the right foot may be closer to the left palm, or it may be closer to your body. Either way is fine. If your right hip is elevated off the floor, place a block or a book under the hip for support. Inhale to a tall spine, and exhale, fold over your front leg. You can stay on the palms, forearms, or come all the way down. Try to keep the hips centered. We don't want to be leaning too much off to one side, so that may mean coming up a little higher in our forward fold. Once you've found your shape, quiet the mind and take the gaze inward. Excellent work. Palms meet the mat, and slowly guide yourself back up, making your way back into an all-fours position. Let's move into the other side. Left leg out front, left knee to the left palm, left foot on the right side of the mat. Walk the right leg out long. Square off the hips. Use a block under the left hip if needed. Noting this side might be different from the other. I know my left side is always tighter than my right. No rush, take any adjustments you need. And when you're ready, inhale, crown of the head shines upward. Exhale, fold forward over the left leg. Finding your depth. This pose stretches the hips and glutes. Tight glutes are often the culprit behind lower back pain, so in this shape you get many residual benefits from releasing the tension in these areas. When you're ready, find stillness in the body and mind. Last breath. Pressing into the palms. Slowly make your way up and out of the pose. Back to all fours. And back to child's pose. One breath here. Make your way onto your back, both legs out long. On your next inhale, bend the left knee in towards your chest. Exhale, pulling it in deeper. Maybe finding some gentle movement here. Moving into our half happy baby, scooping up the outside of the left foot with the left palm. Thigh will be parallel with the torso, creating a 90-degree angle with the leg. If this is too much in the hips, you can place the right foot to the ground and gain a little more stability. You can use a strap, scarf, or belt here if you can't reach the foot. Shoulders and hips remain grounded. This pose is a deep hip opener. It creates compression in the hip while also decompressing the lower back. Left knee draws towards the armpit. Gently push your foot into the palm while also pulling your foot towards the floor. Now we won't be here too long, so really focus and breathe into any tightness you feel in this area. Nice job. Release the pose, sending both legs out long. Let's move into the other side. On your next inhale, hug the right knee into the chest. Exhale brings you deeper. Option to bring some movement into the shape if it feels good. And when you're ready, scoop up the outside of the right foot this time, drawing the knee towards the armpit, thigh parallel with the body. Remember, option to place the left foot on the ground for more stability. Relax your neck and shoulders. Notice if you're clenching the jaw. Remember, we're pushing into the palm with the foot while also drawing the foot down. This is a subtle movement. You don't need to apply too much force here. And once you've found your variation of this posture, let go of everything and watch the breath. Finish your cycle of breath and release the pose, both legs out long. Now we have one more posture before our well-earned Shavasana. We will be taking a reclined twist. Now we have a few options for this shape. First option is to inhale both the legs up into a 90-degree angle. Shift the hips a few inches to the left, and on your exhale, let them drop to the right side of the mat. Legs and feet stay stacked on one another, drawing the left shoulder down. Now you can also take an eagle variation with the legs, with both soles of the feet on the mat, left leg twist around the right, left foot may bind with the bottom calf, but it doesn't have to. Shimmy the hips a few inches to the left, and melt the legs to the right side of the mat. In either variation, if the knees don't touch the floor, you can place a block, blanket, or bolster under them for added support and stability. Arms go out wide in a T shape or into cactus. Gazing to the right side of the room, take the variation that suits your body today. Nice job. On your next inhale, lift your legs back up, setting up for the other side. Shift the hips a few inches to the right. Exhale allows your legs to melt to the left side of the mat. Now, what shape feels good for you on this side? Perhaps what you took on the other side doesn't suit you as well on this side. You can always try out both shapes and see what you prefer. Once you are comfortable, I invite you to close down the eyes and watch the breath. Beautiful. Lifting the legs back up and extend them out for our final Shavasana. If you suffer from any pain in the lower back, bring the soles of the feet as wide as the mat and let the knees drop inwards, resting on one another. In both shapes, send the arms out wide, take up space. Surrender all control of your breathing, unclenching muscles, just let it all go. Bring thoughts of gratitude and love to yourself for completing this practice. Invite in any positive words of affirmation you need right now as well. I know you did an amazing job. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste.